At its peak, this channel was showing real promise as a business. It was generating $1,000 a month in AdSense and nearly 1,000 subscribers every 30 days. Now it's making $40. My channel is essentially dead. Most people will think I must have stopped uploading consistently, but that would be wrong. My views actually started falling while I was still uploading every week. In this video, I'm going to be 100% transparent about the data, why I think this collapse happened, and the exact 60-day strategy that I started this month in order to bring the channel back to life. First, look at this revenue graph. It's a 96% drop. Now look at the subscribers. It went from a steady incline to a flat line. When you see numbers like this, you lose your motivation. You start to feel like the algorithm has a grudge against you. But in order to find the problem, I have to take the emotion out of it. If you are in the same spot, whether you're making tutorials, gaming videos, or vlogging, you aren't shadow banned. You're just not a priority on YouTube, whether that be recommendations or otherwise. While I don't have an exact answer to why my channel fell the way it did, I do have some ideas. The first is that things were changing on YouTube then. Emotional titles were starting to really take off, and as a tutorial channel, I didn't know how to use them. I didn't even know if I wanted to use them because they felt like borderline clickbait then. YouTube was also leaning more into recommendations, so with most of my views coming from YouTube search, it was pretty tough. Another thing is consistency. Even though I was uploading when the decline happened, I still stopped uploading as much as I did when I didn't see a shift after a few months. I would say after about 6 months, I went basically on hiatus more than a few times, and then I tried to check out other genres to see if I could create the spark that I had with this channel at one time. Maybe the biggest problem that this channel suffers from in general is the audience life cycle. Because I make content for other creators, my retention is tied to their careers. A huge chunk of my audience simply vanished because they went to a different platform like Instagram, or they went on hiatus, or they just stopped creating content. When they stop uploading, they stop needing my tutorials. But I also lose viewers when they succeed. Some of you have watched my videos, built your channels, and you essentially graduated, so you didn't need help anymore. This isn't just my problem. If you run a DIY or home repair channel, you are in the same boat. You teach somebody how to fix a leaky faucet, they watch a video, fix the leak, and then they leave. Those type of viewers don't stick around to watch you fix a roof unless it's their roof that's leaking. This is the reality of having a channel like a revolving door. Unlike an entertainment channel where a hiatus makes people miss you, for a utility channel, it just makes you obsolete. I would have to have a much larger channel to have that kind of fan base that would wait for me. Actually, I did have one channel that did comment that they missed seeing my videos, so shout out to you. But for the other 99%, I simply lost my leverage. And because most people don't unsubscribe, they just stop clicking. The algorithm sees my low CTR and assumes that the content is bad. To further prove my point here, I want to go back to my subscribers. Let's look further into the data. We can see that I had 50 new subs in the last 28 days, but I had like 30 something unsubscribed. This is why the term revolving door fits. Now let me address the creators watching who aren't in the tutorial space. If you run a channel that focuses on entertainment, your dead channel problem is slightly different from mine. Yours could have died because your format got stale or the algorithm couldn't find a spark for your new uploads. Let me know which problem you think you have in the comments. But here is some specific advice for your channel. For vloggers in lifestyle, do not come back with a upload of vlog 452. Nobody will care about season 12 of a show they stopped watching. Instead, treat your return as a pilot episode of a brand new series. You need a new format, new editing style, or a new storytelling angle. You aren't continuing your old channel. You are launching a reboot on the same real estate. For gamers and commentary, Since you can't really rely on how-to search traffic like I can, you must rely on relevance. You cannot revive a dead gaming channel by playing a game that no one is talking about. You have to have a news jack. Find a specific game, drama, or trend that is spiking right now and attach your personality to it. Or find something that remains popular even though it's old. Games like Skyrim can stay popular because of its large fan base, even though that game is over 10 years old. Nostalgia works very well in those spaces. Whatever your channel is, your dead subscribers are dangerous. If they see your thumbnails and don't click, YouTube buries you. If you used to use a specific font or facial expression, you may want to change it. You need to signal to your old audience that this is new. This is different. You have to re-earn their click. So while I might use search to revive my channel, you may need to use novelty and relevance to revive yours. So a question may come to you. If your CTR is tanked and you have dead subscribers hurting your reach, why not start a new channel? It is a valid question, but here's why I'm choosing to stick with this one. Number one, even though my views are down, my channel still has years of history. YouTube trusts this channel's metadata. If I upload a tutorial here, it indexes in search much faster than it would on a brand new channel with zero authority. Number two, I am already in the partner program. If I start over, I have to grind for 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time all over again. I'd rather revive a $40 a month income stream than $0. Third, rebuilding a dead channel is a story. Starting a new one is just, starting a new one. So by documenting this recovery, I'm creating the very content that will help save the channel. Retraining the algorithm is hard, but starting from absolute zero is harder. Since the beginning of February, I have been implementing a 6-point strategy to force this recovery. I'm starting with the fixes that I'm doing on this platform and then ending with the external ones. So hopefully you'll follow this if you want to. Number one is the search pivot. So since I'm leaning towards the revolving door, I'm temporarily ignoring browse features. I'm targeting low competition, high intent keywords, topics that people are searching for right now. This brings new blood into the system and will replace the subscribers who left. Next, I'm changing my channel layout. Most creators keep popular videos at the top. On a dead channel, those are usually years old and irrelevant. So I'm moving my recent uploads to the very top. I need every new visitor to see that this channel is active in 2026. Third, I'm going back to my old high-performing videos and updating the end screens. I'm linking them directly to my new uploads. I need to turn one view into two. If I can get a viewer to watch a second video, YouTube system flags my channel as high value again. Fourth, I can't just upload a new video after video to a cold audience. So I'm going to be posting at least 2 polls a week in the community tab. Even if people don't watch my videos, they might vote on a poll, and that simple click will tell YouTube people are still interested in this channel, which warms them up to see my next thumbnail. Now, a quick note on YouTube Shorts. Some of you might ask, should I use Shorts to get my views up? In general, people that watch Shorts usually don't switch to long form content, so it might be a waste of time. However, I will be using Shorts on this channel. And if you're going to use Shorts, I would suggest you try to use them like this because, like I said before, in general, people that only watch Shorts, they really don't ever watch long form content of the people that they watch Shorts of. So yeah, first thing I'm going to be doing is making teasers to my long form content. They're not going to get the whole full story in a short. It's going to be a simple situation of, hey, I'm doing this, or hey, look at this problem. If you want to figure out what the full problem plus solution is, check out my long form video and then have, the related video at the bottom. And then the other one is going to be that I'm going to be doing small tutorials, things that I feel like don't really need a long form video, right? Things that can essentially be done in less than 60 seconds. Now, the next thing is something I talked about earlier, but I am not deleting my old videos. Even if they are old, they still hold authority and data. So deleting them will tank my channel's total watch time. Instead, I'm going to unlist the irrelevant ones, and I'm keeping the evergreen ones to act as bridges to my new content. I also have some videos that are worth updating, so I'll be doing that instead. Finally, I'm no longer leaving all views up to the algorithm. I'm going to be launching a weekly newsletter and embedding every video into my dedicated website, ytutorials.blog. So I'll be doing what I can to get more traffic on this channel. I'm going to report back on these numbers in 60 days. If you want to see the technical side of how I'm setting up the website and newsletter to save this channel, subscribe and follow the experiment. Now, to see how I'm choosing how to do my first new keywords, I suggest you click out. I suggest you check this video right here. And what I'll be doing there is showing you how to find topics to get evergreen content for your next videos. But if you don't see that there, then the next thing will probably be what's the hierarchy of engagement metrics on YouTube. You know, how much do YouTube like likes? Is it lower or higher than comments? What about the end screen clicks? Things like that.